All right, we are live. I liked letting the music kind of sit there for a second when you were playing. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Hi.
That's always good to double check since we are officially live. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
I am Eric with the Portland Sessions. As you can see right over there next to me, we have Llynks from Austin. Thank you for being here.
I'm so happy to be here. My first time.
I know. I was surprised when you posted that this was going to be your first debut kind of live stream, because you are no stranger to like twice a week YouTube videos, busting out stuff on TikTok. I mean, you are definitely out there doing stuff, doing live acoustic performances that you're filming. So what has it been like kind of connecting with fans in this very new and unique way since we can't get out there and play shows?
Yeah, so I definitely have been, I think, more active, honestly, than ever through the pandemic. Weirdly enough, honestly, I was going by a different name for a long time under Sarah Kendall. And I played shows, but not that often. I released some singles and an EP and stuff, and, I did that. But I definitely wasn't as active as I am now. I think, so I just started this YouTube channel, and I just started the TikTok thing. And I'm just, I have more time, I guess, now to kind of do these things through the internet. And I have, luckily I have a setup at home that that gives me the ability to do this. I have an office where I can do these things in.
Yeah.
Luckily, yeah.
And obviously you're turning into a full-on legit studio. And I told you earlier that I kind of binge watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and I just loved it because it gives a good insight into you as an artist, and then kind of strips everything back in like a nice behind the scenes of the business and the mental health side of being an entrepreneur and a musician. And you're there to try to help people through your journey and kind of following along with that. I just kind of loved, that side of things and kind of producing. So what has it been like, kind of taking on all these extra roles outside of like being able just to sit down and just create music?
Yeah, I think it was always something I wanted to do, just talk more and, share more of a story and connect with people that way. Because I'm an introverted person in general, so I don't tend to really, so it's pretty cathartic for me to just speak out. It's like letting out a secret, just kind of like, putting myself out there and being vulnerable. For people, maybe like me a few years ago who wanted to hear someone say that, so I kind of want to be that person for other people that feel this way as well. So I can, just connect that way, and through the internet makes it pretty accessible to do that. So yeah, I just wanted to share more of like the personal, story, and just share more of who I am, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I mean, the vlogs came across more of like a kind of a diary and personal than this kind of polished, vlogs that a lot of people I think are kind of maybe used to seeing. And I think that's far more relatable to somebody who's kind of going through those same struggles and kind of seeing themselves through maybe the things that you're going through, and you're learning through learning how to produce and getting equipment and moving and all these, that side of things.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of wanted to show the beginning of the journey, kind of just like, this is where you start off. I'm like, when I made my first YouTube video, everyone starts from zero, so I wanted to show these things kind of just being at the beginning of it, where I don't have things figured out yet, and just kind of, especially with like the stuff of showing my session, showing a beginner's session, and just telling people that it's, the tools are pretty accessible. Like everyone has GarageBand, so you can start playing around with things with minimal equipment. I'm making my next record on this MIDI log only and using like stock sounds from Logic,
Which is so rad. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. But I just want to show that's like possible, like I think we're so used to hearing this like polished, perfect sound. I kind of want to just be like, I just want to be a mess for, a little bit,
So were you nervous or worried? I mean, you've been putting out kind of demos and works in progresses to kind of get feedback. I mean, was that a good thing, or were you like super nervous every time you put out something that you knew wasn't quite finished yet?
I know, right? I'm like, why? I'm crazy. Like,
why am I doing this?
Yeah, like, showing stuff that isn't done, just kind of like those are things I just slapped together, literally like didn't even put too much time into. I just kind of, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I figured out how to like side chain today. Like, I don't know, just threw it up and just was like, But yeah, it was really scary at first. And like, I still like obviously feel like, well, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that, but I don't know. I thought to like kind of just share a few works in progress to start off with could maybe open the door for someone else who's in my position who thinks they can't do it,
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do it just to be like, I can do this, like I swear I could, like, to prove to myself that I can do this, And it's not perfect, obviously it's not done. But yeah, just to be like, you can make something. We can all make something out of
I mean, stuff. Like you just said, you're proving it to yourself, but you're also proving it to everybody else out there that's struggling and trying to figure out, like, yes, everybody can do it with the resources that you have. You don't have to go to Guitar Center and max out your credit card. You can do it with what you have on your phone, on your laptop, on GarageBand, in iMovie, and you can make it work. So
literally made that music video on iMovie for, like you said you would. Like, it was just like slapped together on iMovie. So it's possible.
That's awesome. So you mentioned you're working on a new record, or the next record, which your current record isn't out yet. So it comes out in 9 days. Become the Root on July 10th.
Yes.
Everybody can go to lynksmusic.com to pre-order it through DistroKid, which I was telling you earlier I'd never heard of, but that's a spot where you can basically pre-order it on any and all streaming platforms. Is that right?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It just makes one page where you can just choose your streaming platform and save it or order it. Pre-order.
And you have a couple singles out right now that people can stream everywhere and use in their TikTok backgrounds and all that stuff. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. Yeah. You're going to use some sad music in your TikToks.
Yeah, I mean TikTok, you can do a little bit of everything. Yeah,
true. We can make it kind of shift it over to the...
Yeah, and at the same link at lynksmusic.com, you can also head over to her YouTube channel. Right now, you have been doing 2 times a week with videos, with one kind of music-related video and one kind of vlog, behind-the-scenes kind of video. And we'll see how your schedule kind of continues after this.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody go over, give a follow, give a bell notification so you kind of get notified when she has videos coming out. And with that, I'm going to kind of slide out of the way and give it over to Llynks.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so the first song I'm going to do is Slow Burn, which was the first single that I put out under Llynks in February. Wish I burned crimson, gave all you had given, with the ashes laying thicker. You checking out makes my stomach churn. I didn't know you'd take a sharp left turn. Now this is love that you gotta earn, but maybe it's none of your concern. There's nothing like that slow burn. I wanna dig into the dirt. Slow burn. I wanna feel the hurt. Limbs were stiffen in contradiction. Retract the incision. Parched skin, singed linen. You're checking out makes my stomach churn. I didn't know you'd take a sharp left turn. This is love that you gotta earn, but maybe it's none of your concern. There's nothing like that slow burn. I wanna dig into the dirt, slow burn. I wanna feel that. All right, that was Slow Burn. And then the next one I'll do is Patterns Through Scenes, which was the second single I released under Llynks back in March. Needle in the hole, lethal work on rules. So when something whole, my hands lose control. Fibers stretch like wings, and everything looks the same. Haunting seeps to sting. It's all done. Dreading days, threading patterns through seams. I'm weaving lace pieces, something clean. I'm tired of this goddamn routine. I'm worried about what life should be. Patterns through seams. Nothing earned, feeding off what it takes to be seen. Searching smoke screens, not knowing what's waiting for me. Keeping guarded and sharpened and hardened. I'm on all fours trying to feel something solid. Please, please. Dreading days, threading patterns through seams. I'm weaving lace pieces, something clean. I'm tired of this goddamn routine. I'm worried about what life should be. Patterns through seams. Dreading days, I'm threading seams. Dreading days, I'm threading seams. It's all the same. It's all the same. Dreading days, I'm threading patterns through seams. I'm weaving lace pieces, something clean. I'm tired of this goddamn routine. I'm worried about what life should be. Patterns through seams. All right, patterns through seams. The next one I'll do is Like You Said You Would. That was the third single I put out in April. And then I'll finish off with Purify, which is a song that I actually don't have out yet, but it will be out July 10th with the rest of the album. So this is, like you said you would, the music video is on YouTube, done in iMovie. See one and only. I tried to be kind, but my mind was made up. Too quick to define what was right or wrong. Decided on a side when my time had run out. No sign for what's worth in a rush, I know. Left me lonely while you band with your friends, while you head for your fun, kicking up sand down.
Oh no, we lost Llynks. That's the beauty of live streams, I guess, and internet issues. So I will fill some time and see if she comes back in here. Hopefully she does. I'm going to go ahead and toss up lynksmusic.com. I'm not sure. Hopefully she'll be able to see that she disappeared from our stream. But lynksmusic.com, Become the Root, comes out on July 10th. You can pre-order, pre-save it, so it's all ready on all your streaming platforms coming out. She has a YouTube channel where she's putting out content twice a week. You can check it out over there, also through lynksmusic.com. She's on TikTok. She's everywhere. I'm going to fill some time, see if she hops back in here. And it's sounding amazing. I want to give a big shout out because I love the name and I want to see how just what it sounds like. The G1A5W3G1A9 from the UK. Thanks for being here, checking this out. Sam is enjoying it. It's awesome that, Terrible Gamer said that you've never seen Sarah play live before. She mentioned this was her first live stream. She may never do another one because of how awesome this went from internet connection. So we'll see if she continues to do these live streams. It might be easier just to do the pre-recorded videos and post those. But yeah, that was sounding amazing. So hopefully Sarah can pop back in here at Llynks. Thanks to everybody who's joining in. We're also streaming over on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. So thank you for everybody who's tuning in over there. If you're new here to the Portland sessions, please consider subscribing so you can see more live streams and what may or may not happen when we are live or decide to not be live. So go ahead and check that out. Then again, hop over to Llynks' channel and make sure you give her a subscribe for all the different content that she has coming out. And I'm going to give this a couple seconds, see if she pops back in here. And otherwise, with 2.5 amazing songs, we might end the stream. So I'll take some questions. How about a question and answer time? If anybody's out there, I'm not, I'm the behind the scenes guy. I'm not the guy that plays the host very well. So bear with my ad-lib skills for how this is going to work. It looks like we are still technically live. We'll give Llynks a little bit more time to hop back in here. We have another session tomorrow and a few more coming up, so make sure you kind of tune in. We're posting all the different the schedule on all of our different socials, so check that out. And is it normal for live streams for me just to stare at the camera and see what happens? Feel free to toss some questions. I could do the obligatory where's everybody from and give shout outs to that while I check to see if we get Llynks back in here. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that was sounding awesome. And I would love to hear, and I'm sure I speak for everybody in the chat, who would love to hear more of that. Again, I already mentioned it. The Llynks' new record comes out on July 10th. So just in 9 days, you can pre-order it, pre-save it. YouTube channel has some really, really amazing stuff. And thank you, Sam, for just texting her to see if she logs back in while I continue to chat. I appreciate that, Sam. Based off of your name, obviously there's some family connection there, so I appreciate that. And we talked about her YouTube channel, and it is really good. I mean, it gives you a really good insight into her as an artist from the behind the scenes standpoint, obviously all the different acoustic sessions and things that she kind of puts out on her own, but then talking about all the behind the scenes that kind of goes into this is really cool. So check that out. So for Terrible Gamer, first time viewer for Portland Sessions, what is the channel? So pre-coronavirus, the Portland Sessions, we would host various sessions with different artists that would come through the Portland, Oregon area, come through town. We would find really rad, unique locations around Portland to film these live, intimate sessions. And they were produced much better than how I'm currently doing this with my laptop. And then, you know, when COVID and everything kind of hit in, we wanted to think of a way to kind of keep music going, give a platform for artists to perform on. And so we thought these live streaming sessions were starting to pop up. We thought we'd kind of jump into it, and they've been great. Provided internet works well, they've been great. So that's kind of the rundown of the Portland Sessions. If you kind of go back, we've done 25 to 30-ish sessions like this so far. And then we also have a back catalog of our professionally non-internet related sessions. So I will keep filling a little bit of time, see if Llynks hops back on. If not, we'll end it here. And this will be a good teaser, again, for you guys to go over to her channel and check out the videos that she does. And hopefully this did not scare her away from doing live streams, because they are fun, but this is what happens. I am curious. I know most of you guys are all on YouTube, but those that are in Twitch and watching, I'm kind of curious how you kind of came upon finding this stream. That always kind of intrigues me when it's a platform that we don't really promote as much, but we have viewers that are coming in. So that I'm curious about. So for those that are over on Twitch, and I feel like I've rambled on and mumbled on and stared at the various chats enough. So we'll give this a couple more seconds, and then I will end the stream even more awkwardly than I normally do, because normally I have somebody else with me to awkwardly end it. So hey, if I haven't mentioned it, Llynks has a record July 10th, Become the Root, that you can pre-order through her site, right? Nope, that's the wrong direction. Right down there. You can check that out. And yeah, how's everybody doing out there? This is fun. This is fun. What is the Twitch channel? The Twitch channel is actually just Rad Schultz, which is me. We haven't set up a Portland Sessions one because we just didn't feel like it made the most sense to be on there as far as the Portland Sessions are concerned. But we just started to try to do a few of these with these recent sessions, and it's been kind of fun. It's a totally new platform, obviously very focused, you know, like you mentioned. I'm just gonna call you G1, Generation 1 for that. Obviously focused on the gamer side of things, but we thought, you know, live music and these kind of new and unique sessions would be fun to do that. So it's just Rad Schultz is the username. I've literally only done a few of these sessions that we streamed over there, and oh, good. My mom texted me saying that we were doing good. So, you know, I can mumble. I can have my mom text me that we're doing good. Oh, we have somebody back in here. Let's see.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
Sorry.
My improv skills really took a notch up during.
Were you
during
there that
break.
whole entire time?
Well, I was holding it down. I was chatting about the chat. I've mentioned your album 3 or 4 times, so I mean, there's a good promo gap in the middle of that.
Thanks.
Give some shout outs to all the people that are watching from the UK. We have
Wow.
Tina from Mars watching from Ireland. We have
Oh my God. Hello, Tina.
G1A5W3G1AN, who
I think that's
is
Craig Adams.
okay. I just love that.
Very, very supportive.
He's in the UK
On
watching. Obviously, Sam texted you to make sure that you knew that it wasn't live.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, yeah,
But-
I'm not sure when it disconnected. I got this thing that was like, "How was your experience?" And I was like, "I'm still." I don't know.
You're not done. I'm not done yet. Yeah. No, you had 2.5 amazing songs.
Oh my God, only 2.5.
2.5. So in the middle of the third song is where you disappeared, and I learned what live streaming is all about when it comes to filling in the gap.
I'm
But my
so
mom
sorry.
texted me saying that I was doing okay. So, you know, as long as our moms tell us that we're doing okay, I think.
Yes, absolutely. My mom's right here.
We're good to go.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Thanks.
So if you want to, are you interested in doing one more song?
Sure. So people didn't hear that last one then.
No, if you want to pick it up from the beginning and do your last two songs, I'm sure everybody watching would love it. Okay. We're getting lots of claps and lots of everything, so you're getting a lot of love.
Oh, that's so nice. I can't see the chat, guys, though.
Yeah, well, I can see the chat, and unfortunately, they got to see me for a while. So I'm going to slide back out of the way, and hopefully, when I see you guys again, it'll be properly at the end of this session. I'll give it back up to Llynks.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, do like you said you would again, and I'll do the last song again too. It was called "Purified." So, okay. All right, this is like you said you would. See, one and only. I tried to be kind, but my mind was made up. Too quick to define what was right or wrong. Decided on a side when my time had run up. No sign for what's what in a rush, I know. Left me lonely while you band with your friends, while you head for your fun. Kicking up sand, tan from the sun, commanding the land that you planned for your run, leaving dirt on my hands from the damage done. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No, I know that you'll keep running. I know you're running from me. I know you'll find your balance. You'll be who you want to be. Here, watching closely. I hope you sway with the waves as you pave through the wood. You'll find hope in your day through the gray and the soot. You don't have to wait to say something good. Find your way like you said you would. Alright, yeah, that was the single I released back in April 17th. So this last song, this is going to be my last one. It's called Purified, and it will be out with the rest of the album on July 10th. But it'll be cool to do an acoustic version of this one, because it was actually written acoustically, so it'll be cool to kind of bring that back. So yeah, this is called Purified. I've been told what happens to me simply out of my control. Keep composed, my only part is to spit up from my throat. I'm falling out of fast pace, I'm crawling down a tight space, swaying side to side. I'm watching as they fall past, I'm anxious, can't beat it, shooting down my spine. I've been so bad, you don't ask why, and you got one hand on my back, take me inside. Don't do well with people, you're my only tie, and I've got so much to unpack to be purified. compose. My only part is to spit up from my throat. I've been told my only part is to spit up from my throat. I'm falling down a tight space, I'm crawling down fast pace, swaying side to side. I'm watching as they fall past, I'm anxious, can't beat it, shooting down my spine. I've been so bad, you don't ask why, and you've got one hand on my back, take me inside. Don't do well with people, you're my only tie, and I've got so much to unpack to be purified. I've been so bad, you don't ask why, and you've got one hand on my back, take me inside. Don't do well with people, my only time, and I've got so much to unpack to be purified. That's it.
Yeah, that was awesome. I know you can't hear me. I know you can't hear me yet, but you can see that I'm clapping and I'm saying that was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Really, it's really cool to do this.
Now, for those of you that didn't hear me say it 10 times during our little break, you can go right over here, if I can point to it the right way, to lynksmusic.com to pre-save/pre-order the record that comes out on July 10th, Become the Root. From the same website, you can hop over to her YouTube channel and make sure you give her a subscribe and bell notification for the videos that she has coming up. I want to give a special shout out to those that kind of found us randomly on Twitch. Tina and everybody that's enjoying this.
Oh, cool. Wow.
And I wish there was a way for YouTube and Twitch to have like an audible clap sound when people would type in like the clap emoji. I think that would be so rad, so that people could kind of get some actual feedback from these sessions. So it's not just like dead silent. Now, again, we've mentioned several different times you have a record coming out, but how has the writing process now been going into, you kind of producing, you kind of doing kind of everything into what will be your next record after this record?
Yeah, I'm just doing my best with just, I've kind of started to try and write from a different place. Just, I usually write with piano and vocals. And so now that, I don't really have a piano yet, I'm kind of just experimenting with starting with a beat now and just, the instrumentation that isn't a piano and just more of like what's going on. So starting with like the ambiance or whatever, the atmosphere, and then writing to that beat that I made. So like I'll start writing a beat and then I won't come back to it, for a few weeks and then start writing over it. So I'll just make a bunch of beats first and then I'll kind of go back. I'm saying beats, but it's like music.
Have you been enjoying
making music?
Yeah. Have you been enjoying that side of things? Kind of taking on that kind of producer role and kind of crafting even the sound even more so than just kind of sitting down at a piano and writing out the song?
Yeah, it's definitely been a huge awakening for me. Just trying to using everything I kind of have learned and just the music stuff that I don't know, like my piano stuff. I'm not playing piano on this record yet because I don't have one, but kind of just figuring out how to build that atmosphere without starting the music with the drums and stuff is really, really cool. It's definitely making me write in a new way, which is exciting for me because I've always written really sad stuff, like crying on the piano or whatever. So being able to kind of just start with something more up tempo has been really big for me because I never do that. It's always just it introduces a new writing style for sure. So it's cool. It's been very interesting. It's a challenge definitely, but it's been really cool.
Yeah, I bet. And everybody who kind of enjoyed this acoustic set, make sure you go over and check out the singles and the full music produced side of these songs. They definitely have a different sound when you hear the full thing. That's not just the acoustic bedroom session kind of concept. Not at all.
Yeah.
And with that, I think I mentioned the website that's still right down there a handful of times for everybody to head over there, pre-order the record, go subscribe and all. Are you Llynks Music across the board as far as social is concerned as well?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah. Besides YouTube, I'm just Llynks.
Okay.
But
nice.
Yeah, the rest is Llynks Music. Yeah.
Okay. Well, make sure everybody goes and does that, subscribes. Again, thank you all very much. Thank you personally for being nice to me for my little interlude, little portion. I appreciate that from everybody here. And again, if you're,
that cut out.
Oh, that's what internet and live streaming is all about. So hopefully we didn't scare you off from live streaming with this scenario.
It's cool, you know. It's what
happens. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, and again, if you're new to the Portland sessions on any of the platforms, please consider subscribing because we have a lot of different sessions coming up, and you'll get kind of notified when we do that. And now is the time where I get even more awkward, and I hit finish and end stream, and we'll see you guys all later.